All right, you guys, so we are officially recording. Oh my goodness. I got through that entire Zoom. Thank you so much for all the people who hopped on. And I got to the end and I realized I didn't record it. So I'm doing this for you guys because I think signing distributors is a very important part of our business. And I have a ton of notes. So make sure that you grab a pen and paper. There's all different ways that we can work our business to get DTs, and I'm going to share those with you. So first things first, depending how new you are in the business, I just want to let you know that for me, when I started, I didn't have a huge friend base, and there's only so many posts that we can put up a day with the amount of friends we have to get those potentials. So host to post is something that I recommend starting right off the bat. And there's 3 different distributor hacks that I use. I'm going to put them in the comments for you guys. What I do with those hacks is that for my first initial 10, I might be using the same message and just changing the name, changing the wording a tiny little bit, putting a different emoji in there so that it's not copy paste, and it's not going to get flagged by Facebook as it's not going to get flagged by Facebook, right? You don't want anything slowing down your business. And once I get to the 10th hack, then I switch it, and that's why I have 3 that I rotate through. So that's just a little tip. So my goal for host to post typically is 10 new hacks a day, you guys. 4 of them are for distributors, 4 of them are about the product or customers, and 2 are for the giveaway. The giveaway ones just kind of keep that continual flow of new hacks going all the time. So for my DT hacks, say I get 4 up and sometimes I don't get any likes or comments. I'm going to be the first to, admit it that not every single day is like a huge success. And there's a way to maximize your results. So say you get, your 4 DT hacks up that yesterday, nothing. Today you're going to go back and you're going to do something called boosting. So what boosting is putting a comment in the bottom of that hack. And what that's going to do is that it's almost like the reset or refresh button, and it's going to go back to the top of that person's Facebook page and get more views. Odds are it's not the post necessarily as it is the person. If they don't have a ton of friends or don't utilize social media often, it's not going to get the views. So just know that. Second thing is switching the hack up just so that the Facebook algorithm isn't catching on and it's not stopping you from getting all those views. So once my distributor hack was up yesterday, what I do is I go and boost it, and what I put in the comments is a graphic. I'll put mine in the comments of this video. It's essentially an over picture with me, and it says 18 plus, no experience needed, full or part-time. And then underneath, I put like a little bit of my story. I say, hey guys, I'm Jessica. I started this business for a little extra income, and then now I make my full-time income from home with my 2 kids. It's very flexible. If this is something that you need, if you're in need of something, reach out to me. And one of the biggest things that's changed for me is that I put my phone number in the actual host to post. So it'll say, Jessica's looking for people who need full or part-time income, comment below, or text info to my phone number, or text opportunity to my phone number. And that way I'm getting text messages all the time. I feel like when there's a phone number there, you guys, it like solidifies to people that it's real. Sometimes they don't want to have to comment on a post, that they want to kind of reach out in private. And this is a perfect opportunity. If you feel like you don't want to give your personal phone number away, there is an app, or you can make it so that there's a business phone number linked to your main line. But this way, if all the phone numbers that are coming in or to that number are all going to be business, and you can choose who you want on there, and it's not going to affect your personal cell phone. So that's one little tip. And then the second day, so I put my graphic up, it's gotten boosted, I go back, still no likes or comments, which is fine, it happens. I boost it one last time, and I say, I've got a spot open. It's gonna go back up to the top of the Facebook, that person's Facebook wall, and odds are I'll get at least a like and a comment, and I'll take 1 over none any day. And it says, I have a spot open. So it creates that sense of urgency. You guys, we always have a spot open, but it's just a great way to kind of close it and see who else might be interested. So then that post is essentially done, but normally I'll get a like or a comment. So what I do is I go back and I reach out to the host. No matter what, I always reach out to the host, and I bring up the income opportunity. And I say, hey, so and so, thanks so much for the support by putting up that post for me. I don't know if this is something you'd be interested in, but I had to ask because putting up that post, you do essentially what I do to earn income. Is this something that you've ever thought about having an extra income stream from your phone? Would you be interested in a little info? And I'm going to put my follow-up messages or my host messages in the comments for you guys. And a lot of the time people be like, oh, like I didn't realize, oh, what is it? Like they don't even know what it is. So we can provide information and get that potential. So you know how at the beginning I said 10 haps a day for distributor, for customer, to giveaway. I message all of the hosts from those 10 posts and ask them about the income opportunity. So you're getting potential distributors no matter what, even if there's no likes or comments. And if you think about it, 10 a day is going to add up to 300 conversations by the end of the month. And that's not including when host to posts take off, because they totally do. So that's one big thing. So I'm going to get into a couple of different things. Lastly is going to be obviously how to have that potential distributor conversation, getting them to the point where they are, ready to join with you. But for now, I'm going to talk about the follow-up. Okay, so say you do get someone interested off a hat or from a post or from a story from anywhere. As soon as someone says, yes, I'm interested, I write their name down. You guys have to write all of your potentials' names down. That's including text messages, because people will get lost and you don't know if that next person could be your rock star. My follow-up system is day 1, day 2, day 7, and 1 month. And those keep me busy. You guys. And especially if you're getting those new conversations going each day, it's just such a simple system. So say Jessica said, yes, I'm interested in information. I gave her information about what I do, and I asked her if that's something she'd be interested in. Maybe I never heard back from her. That is totally normal. Making a commitment to earn income is different than purchasing a product. So just know that it takes an average of 7 to 21 times, especially with distributors, for them to have the right information, have the price and everything align with where they feel comfortable they want to start. So my first follow-up message, you guys, I'm going to put all my follow-up messages in the comments, is really simple. And they hadn't replied to me. I'll message them back the next day and say, hey, so-and-so, I was so busy yesterday. Thank you for being patient with me. What questions can I help answer? And what that does is it lets them know that I was busy, but I followed up with them right away. And I say, thank you for being patient. So it takes the pressure off them that they didn't reply. And I say, what questions do you have for me? And that way it's not, do you have questions? It's not a yes or no. You have to have that confidence. What questions do you have? And odds are they're going to say, okay, what company is it? How do I get paid? What are the products? And then you can continue back on in the conversation. Say that person doesn't reply again. You guys, this is totally normal when people don't respond. And we don't have to hound them, because it's not about hounding them. I still keep it very casual. So the next day, I'll reach out and I'd have to look at what I send, because I have dialed in my messages where I can just like fire them off and it feels natural to me. So find a message that feels natural coming from you. And it's just, hey, so-and-so, I'm really excited about the conversation that we had about extra income. How are you feeling about our conversation, or what I had mentioned, and kind of let them have the feels and let it be open, that there isn't pressure. The third message, I wait. You guys, I wait until a week later. Give it some space in between following up where you're not pressuring them, because it's not about that. And in between that 1 week window, I'll make sure that I go back to their Facebook and I comment on one of their posts. I'm giving them a little bit of love. Giving them a compliment is huge. Odds are they're going to see it and they're going to say, oh, thank you so much. Like she cares about me. And I get those messages back and go, oh, so sorry I didn't message you. I was busy. it happens. People get busy. They're not replying to you all the time, probably because they're scared and they don't know what to say, or because they were busy. Okay. So in that week time frame, I make sure to go and give them love outside of the business opportunity. Okay. And then at the 1 week mark, I'll go to their page again and look what they've posted. And then I'll send them a personal message about it. I'll like the post and I'll send them a personal message and say, hey, Jess, saw the picture of you walking with your kids in the park. Super cute. How's your week going? Just so that I'm still in their inbox. Again, no pressure. Let them start up the conversation again. My fourth follow-up message is a little bit more of a direct message at the 1 month mark. And usually I'll send this kind of closer to month end, the day before the end of the month, especially if there's a promotion going on right now, you guys, like the $15,000 bonus. Hey, Jess, you know, I hope you've been having a great day. I know that we had chatted extra income. I still have that spot open, and there is a $15,000 bonus promotion going on. Did you want that spot this month? And I leave it open as this month, not saying, do you want it right now? Even though you can create that sense of urgency, but maybe they'll say, oh, I'm not ready this month. I'll do it next month. Usually they'll be like, well, what's the $15,000 bonus? If we haven't gotten to that part of the conversation, hopefully it'll re-spark their interest. Okay, I'm gonna get to the distributor conversation after. Like if they're responsive and they're replying, what to say, but for now, those are follow-ups. And then just know that once you start that initial conversation from a host to post, they don't know you, okay? They don't know anything about you, so they're gonna be watching. They're gonna be watching your page, especially if you're in their inbox, commenting and liking on their stuff. They're gonna be seeing your content. So be consistent with your posting. Draw them in with your posting. Let them get a sense of who you are, and they'll come back because they feel like they know and trust you, okay? So I want to talk about posting. I want to get into that really quick. I'm going to go over something that I don't think is really talked about much, and it's the different types of people that can come into your business and posting for all the different types. So there's 4 color personalities, you guys. If you didn't know, the majority of the world is something called a yellow, and they're people who are, you know, are sensitive. They're looking to help. They're looking to help others. They're looking to help their spouse. They're looking to help their kids. They're looking to help their friend or their community. We are loving people. We want to give love. So it's good for us to post about our accomplishments, but also making sure that you're talking about all the other things that this business provides for people. We have a Give Back Foundation. If you guys didn't know that, through It Works, we give to charities all the time. Not lots of companies do that. We have our team. So make sure that you're talking about, I love to be able to help people. My girl Sarah on my team was just be able to, you know, pay her car payment or put gas in her tank so that she can take her kids to wherever she wants to go. Talking about your team successes. If you don't have a team yet, use a leader's or a testimonial from someone else on your team. You know, my leader's amazing, and she was able to help me. I have so much support in our organization with training, or however you want to word it, just letting people know that there's support, because tons of people feel alone. Second one is the blue personality. So our business is about friendship, fun, and freedom, and that's totally a blue. They are people who like socializing. They probably have a huge base of friends. You see them active online. They love the interaction with people. They are people who like to party. They like to travel. So talking about that, we do like the camping event that we do online in August. There's another one coming up. Make sure that you're posting about that. Okay, it's fun and exciting that we can do this through social media and still get together and have a good time. People who like to travel love that we can take our business from our phone and we can go out and meet people from all over the place. And then obviously the friendships. People want to know that we're all in this together, that, you know, there's a team of friends. Like, I'm sure that you have friends in this business. Your friend might have introduced you to this business, or you've really made those personal connections with people through the team. The next color personality is a red. So there are a lot of reds out there, and you'll recognize them from people who are really goal oriented. So people will be like, oh yeah, I went to school for this and I have experience with this and I was really good at this. Those are people that are very like goal and task oriented. So they're money driven as well. Any small win, you guys, post when you sign a customer, just a customer. Post even if you had a conversation with someone. The competitive edge in that person will make them interested. Talk about earning your first fast start bonus, about ranking up, about your team ranking up, about your shopping spree. So post about all the wins as well. And then making it personal to helping other people. The last one is the green personality. So when you're signing a potential distributor, I'm not saying everyone is a green, but we do need the right amount of information to make that decision. And for greens, that's very important, whether it's, you know, talking about that we're in different countries, talking about how we have, you know, 40 products and that they're all plant-based, and a little bit of facts here and there to give them more information. And then they're calculated. They're very calculated. They're very organized. So the more consistent you can be with your business, which is good all around, the more they'll feel like they'll trust you. Greens are very, very loyal people. Once you get a green in your organization, they tend to stick around. I'm like a yellow green. Okay, so those are a bunch of different ways that you can think of posts that you can make. But I do recommend getting as personal with yourself and as, you know, vulnerable as you can be with your posting. That is what people are going to feel. We feel what people feel. We connect when we feel the same way that they do. And Claire Flores, in the training live event that you can still get on in your eSuite, I'll post the graphic below of the way to post for distributors telling your story. Stories are very, very important, you guys. For myself, I kind of use the same system, your struggles. So like, you can literally write down any struggle that you've ever thought about. My car broke down. I had so many bills. My card declined. You know, I don't have money for extras. I'm wearing old clothes that don't fit, that are falling apart. My phone's breaking down. I don't have, you know, I don't have extra time. I don't have any time that you felt crummy in your life before is something that someone will relate with because they've gone through that. Take that, talk about how you were struggling before, you know, who introduced you to this opportunity, what you felt when you saw it. You know, I felt stressed at the time for cash. I wasn't sure if it was for me. I didn't think I knew enough people. I thought that I was too busy. Whatever you felt, and then you overcame it. So talk about the strength that you're going through this business, and or the growth, and then your goals. You know, say, I was stuck before. I was nervous about starting. I decided to do it anyways because I didn't want to be stuck anymore, and I could learn. And now, you know, my goal is to completely pay off all my debt so I don't have to feel that anymore, and have a savings account in the next year. Talk about your future goals because people want that same thing, okay? Okay, so a lot of distributors, whether they're in my organization or not, I hear all the time, you know, I'm super busy. I don't know what to post. I don't know what content. Think about all those things that I mentioned, you guys, and write down seven things. Write down 7 things and pre-plan your post for the week. Jade Hooper's like, on Sunday, I write out all my lifestyle posts. So I have what I need written up, and then I can look at them and see where each of them are a little different or touch on a different area, but it's still all the same story, right? And then photos. You have to put a face with the wording, you guys. When I first started, I was not a picture person. I hated taking pictures. I was a person who would make fun of someone taking a selfie. Sometimes I still do, but that's me too, okay? And we do it because we have to earn income. If your boss is like, oh, can you take a picture of yourself and I'll give you a $10 raise each month? Okay, yeah, I could take a picture. Like, it's not that big a deal. So don't focus on perfection. You don't have to be a supermodel. I felt really uncomfortable taking photos in the beginning. You will get better. There's a couple of different apps that you can use. Lightroom, Facetune, they'll get rid of blemishes. They'll, you know, give you eyelashes if you want to. They'll whiten your teeth. Anything that you kind of feel insecure about. And I'm not saying be a fake person, but we are business owners. Being you know, somewhat professional. Yes, on lots of days I have like a messy bun and I'm crazy, because most moms are like that, but at the same time coming at it with a professional manner. And if you don't have time, like there's days where I'm like, oh, I didn't take a picture today. I don't have anything good to post about. Like, who's going to think that my life is interesting? Brooke Phillips, she's an ambassador, I believe. What she says is Sunday is her church day. So that's her day that she gets dressed up, and she'll change her outfit 7 times, take a picture somewhere else in her house from a different angle. So it's not all selfie, 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 selfie. She'll prop her phone up on a timer, take 7 somewhat good photos, and she's like, I have all my pictures for the week. You don't have to think about it anymore. You can just boop, boop, boop. You know, people don't need to know that that's not what you wore that day. Anyways, we're still being professionals in our business. Quality and clarity, a clear, bright photo goes a long way. You know, when you're scrolling through your phone and something kind of bright and eye-catching, you like stop to read it, that's what you need for your posts. If you want your distributor wording to get seen, make sure that you're putting it up with quality. And we're people, you guys. We make the connection face to face. When we see something, we're visual people. So if I can see you and connect with you, just like you're watching this video and connecting with me, you get a sense of who I am. Building trust faster is going to get you better, more distributors. Okay. Second thing is, no spam. No spam in your posts. And when I say that, I always think of the ShamWow, and I don't know who said it, but it just stuck in my mind. If you guys don't know who that is, like a commercial. Join my team. Join my team. I've got 3 spots open, only until the end of the week, something like that. It's not necessarily about joining my team. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about them. So, you know, I've got 3 spots open. Who is in need of extra income? You know, say 3 more spots, and until I fill my Ruby, I'm promoting for Ruby, I need those 3 spots filled. You know, I'm looking to mentor 3 people to earn an extra income. That's totally a great substitute. Completely different wording, and it takes a while to learn wording, you guys. But one of the best things that I can say is, if you don't know the wording, follow a leader. Okay, there's a list I'm going to put in the comments of top income earners, top enrollers that I follow. Some days I don't have the energy of brain capacity. I'm tired. I'm a mom. If I don't prep my posts, which sometimes I'm not always prepared, you guys, I try to be. And if you can't think of content, don't stress that it's not good enough. Go and find a leader that inspires you. Go to one of their posts. And if you feel something from that post, don't copy and paste it and put it on your wall, because people know she does not talk like that. She does not say whatever bae or sis or hun or any of that kind of stuff. If it relates to you and you're like, oh, wow, I've totally been there, take that post, make it what you just felt, and then create it into your own content. Okay, so it's all about making other people feel something and relate. It's all about relating. Okay, so next thing that I have written down here is straight up getting into the distributor conversation. So say you put up, you know, a post and someone liked, commented. You guys, I still message the people who like on my post. Anyone who commented or liked on your post, anyone who voted or even viewed your story about income, anyone who reaches out from a hat, those are all places to find potential distributors. Okay. And then as soon as you ask someone, hey, so-and-so, you know, I saw that you gave some love on my post about me staying at home with my kids. Have you ever thought about an extra income stream from home? I just wanted to reach out and ask. And then when they say yes, as soon as they say yes, you guys, like I said, write their name down. And confidence is key, and controlling the conversation. So when you're talking to someone, you don't necessarily have to use scripts word for word. Like I said, find something that works for you. For me, I'm going to put mine in the comments, but it's like, hey, you know, okay, great. You know, what I do is I get up posts and share on social media about some amazing wellness products. And I just talk to people like you and I are. Whenever someone's interested, we direct them to our pre-built website, and the company takes care of the product. So we don't need to carry any inventory. Does that sound like something you can do from home? Super simple. It's really, really basic, so they kind of get an idea, and I just want them saying yes. The more times that you can have someone saying yes, then the the more they're kind of solidifying it in their mind, and the conversation is going to keep going. So say someone says, yes, that sounds like something I can do from home. I say, fantastic. I would love for you to share a little bit about yourself and, what it is that you're looking for. Is it a part or full-time income that you're looking for a month? So that way they're going to share a little bit about themselves. You guys want people to get personal. So when you say, what are you looking for? Tell me about yourself. You can say, oh, I'm a single mom. I'm kind of looking for something that's flexible. I'm really behind with bills. $500 a month would be amazing. That's what you want people to reply. Okay, you want it to be personal. You don't want to say, how much are you looking to make a month? And they're like, $200. Sweet. Woo, which is fine. Okay, if that's the way your conversations go, that's fine. But if you can find something to relate with someone, that is their why. They're going to pretty much tell it to you right away, and you can utilize that in the follow-up message if you need to. So, and if someone was like, oh, that message, I'm a mom, I'm looking for something flexible, or maybe I'm a student and I need to quit my night job because I'm just so tired, whatever it is, say, okay, great, I would love to be able to help you work towards that income. There's no cap on how much you can make. It is a lot of how much time you can put into it. How many hours a day would you be able to put towards the income that you're looking to earn? And I say that because they know that they need to earn it. I want it to be realistic. So if someone's like, oh, I want to make 2,000, or I want to make as much as possible, I get that all the time. Or they say, I want to make, $5,000 a month. And I say, okay, how much time can you put into it? If they're like 45 minutes, you want to make sure that it's realistic. We're not just signing people up because we need distributors. We want them to know that it takes work, because they're going to come in with all these false hopes that they're going to make $1 million overnight, and then they're not going to see it and they're going to quit. You want people who know that this is a job opportunity and that it's realistic. So if someone was like, oh, I'd really like to make $1,500 a month. Okay, great. How much time do you want to put towards earning that income? Well, I could do maybe 3 to 4 hours. And I say we can work towards any income. We don't get paid hourly, even though it is based upon effort. We make income, 5 different ways. If that's the way that the conversation's going. I have a script for that. I'll put in the comments. And or I'll say, if they say, I want to make X amount of dollars and I have this amount of time, I would say that's totally realistic. We can absolutely work towards that. If they're like, oh, I want to make $200 and I can do an hour a day. Okay, great. I can definitely help you with that. When are you looking to start? That is my next step. When are you looking to get started? And then I get a date from them. Sometimes they'll say, oh, next Monday, or oh, at the end of the month, because I've got classes that I have to finish. Getting a date, if they're saying, I would love to start right now. This is where I try to get on the phone with them. So I'll say, okay, I would love to chat over the phone and to be able to help you get started. And that way I can answer any other questions. Does that sound good for you? And I'll just wait. And if they say, okay, yeah, great. Would over Messenger or over the phone be easier? And then you get their phone number and you make that phone call. If phone calls are too scary for you guys and you're brand new, keep in mind you can get in a 3-way call with your leader, okay? Especially over Messenger. And or if people don't want to talk on the phone, that's normal. Voice notes are so important, especially at this part where you're going to have to talk to them about getting set up and getting their kit and all that kind of stuff. So if someone's like, oh, I don't have time to chat over the phone, can we just can you just help me get set up on here? I'll send them a voice note and say, okay, great. I'm really excited to get you started. Let them hear your voice. Hearing their voice is just going to build that connection. They know that you're a real person. And if you don't feel comfortable sending a voice note to them right away, search yourself in Messenger, send yourself a voice note where you feel confident enough. You can listen to it over and over. And if you find one that you like, you can forward it to them. Okay, and that's my other little tip. that I forgot to mention in my Zoom, actually, for those of you who might watch this again. Okay, so when I'm talking to someone about the kit, the price, because I know it's something for me when I was like, oh, now I have to tell them that it costs money and they're not going to start. For most people who want to earn income, you're a waitress, you got to buy black pants, you got to buy black shoes, you got to get your server belt and your change. If you're a nurse, you have to buy scrubs. If you work anywhere you work, you have to pay to get to and from work. And a week's of work of gas in insurance or whatever is normally what it's going to cost you for this business. And ours is just the one time. So I just want you guys to think of it that way. Lots of storefront businesses or other network marketing companies charge hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. If you're starting like an actual business with like a store, it's going to cost you like tens of thousands of dollars. Okay. So $99 if you're in the US or 130 in Canada is not that much. And that's exactly how I word it. I think it was Morgan McIntyre. She was like, I just get excited and I say, okay, I'm really excited to get you started towards the income that you're looking for. Essentially, we're going to be starting with training, and then I'll be working, and then we'll be going from there. Since we don't carry any inventory, the only thing that we ever need is just a one-time $133 payment to get our website link set up. Since we don't carry inventory, right? I'm going to put my message scripts for you guys in the comments. But if I was sending a voice note and I would say it's only $133 the one time, that's going to get your website set up right away, and we can build towards the income that you're wanting. It comes with $150 worth of free product, which you can try. I absolutely love the product. Or you can choose to sell it to make your investment back and a little bit of cash, and then we can work from there. Does that sound good? Does that sound good for you? Or when would you? Do you have 5 minutes right now, and I can walk you through it? That's a really good one that I hear from leaders as well. And if they're like, I can't afford it. I like it when people tell me that they can't afford it. I know that sounds really, really weird. I still get excited. I let them know that it's still only a small investment the one time. I always say it's one time. And if they say, oh, I can't afford that. And I say, no, that's okay. You know, I realize that we have life and bills that we need to catch up on. When are you thinking that you'd like to get set up? And I try to get a date. And if they say, you know, I'm a struggling mom, I'm like living paycheck to paycheck, I just have no idea. Then I say, that's okay. You know what? I'm a mom. I know times are hard. We're doing the best that we can. I relate to their situation. And then I say, I have a way that you're able to start for free by pre-selling some of the product that comes in your kits. You can start for free. Is that something that you would be interested in? And if they're serious, you guys, if they're needing the income, pre-selling some product in their kit to start for free sounds pretty freaking dang good. If they don't want to put in the effort into that, then I'll pretty much just leave it as that and have like a follow-up with them. But I want the people who want the change, who are serious about their business. If they say, yes, I would love to be able to do that, go into Fearless Legacies, you guys, and look up pre-sell. Okay, there's a whole script on how to help someone pre-sell their kit to start for free and how to like walk them through it and replies and all that kind of stuff. Okay, last thing that I want to talk about is overcoming objections, because we're always going to have those people who are insecure, who aren't as confident, who make reasons why they, you know, this isn't going to be good for them. And it's okay. You don't have to convince anyone, but sometimes we just need that little extra boost of confidence. And so at least trying to overcome an objection once or twice is worth it. So if someone was to say to me, oh, you know, I'm too busy. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not good at social media. I'm not good at talking to people. I don't have a lot of friends. For any objection, you can use the feel, felt, found. And I got this from Amber Parker, and she was like, you can literally overcome any objections with this simple system. And she was like, relate to them. Pardon me, about how they feel. You know, I understand, you know, why you feel that way. It can be scary starting something new. I understand why you feel that way. You know, life is always crazy in general. And then felt, you know, I felt overwhelmed as a mom, having my kids with extracurricular activities and all these things. But I found that if I didn't you know, if I didn't have something that I could fit into the nooks of crannies of our day, then everything would stay the same. And if I could show you how to work this business 15 minutes here or there, would that be something that could work for you? Okay, if someone's like, I'm not a salesperson, I totally know how you feel. We're not here to push it on anyone. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. I felt the same way, but the thing that I love about this business, there's so many different ways that I can show you how to work it, that we don't have to sell. We can just get referrals. And what I found is that we have so many systems in place that you can be successful with this no matter what. Does that sound like something that you'd be willing to try? You know, like I said, feel, felt, found. Use that system, you guys. Works like a charm. If they're saying no, 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 don't convince anyone, okay? It's not about dragging people to, we really want a distributor. We really need distributors. In my experience, I've been doing this for 4 years, got a lot of people that I tried to convince to join, probably a better salesperson than I thought I wasn't when I started. But sometimes people need that extra boost of confidence. And if you're dragging them to sign, you're going to be dragging them to work once they sign, because they're not going to feel as comfortable. Making sure that you're holding people's hand, because sometimes they are scared. They can overcome those. There's people who are so successful that were scared and gave a million reasons why this business couldn't work. But then again, just leave them on your follow-up list until they're ready. Sometimes they just need to keep watching you for a while. And in a positive note, you know, that's okay. If this isn't for you, I'm here anytime if you change your mind or have questions, and then move on. You should be having those new conversations all the time. If you guys are feeling stuck talking to the same people, waiting, okay, they're gonna sign. You're not talking to enough people. You gotta have more conversations, post to post, okay? Likes, comments, views, all that kind of stuff. Reach out to anybody and everybody about the opportunity. So those are my tips, you guys. I'm gonna be putting my scripts in the comments. Feel free to ask questions in the comments and I will definitely reply to them. Oh, one last thing that I have on here, because this came up in the last Zoom, is going live. So you know how I told you to get your face on your page in photos every day, set yourself up for the week? I recommend going live once a week. And if you can do more than that, I recommend doing it more, but one a week, set a day, get on your page. You don't necessarily have to talk about the business. And some tips for going live, you guys, because more people, I don't know how many generations outside of like your friends of friends of friends see those live videos. Talk about, you know, oh, this is what I'm cooking. I just want to show you guys, what are you guys having for dinner? I'm going to be, you know, hopping on a corporate call later. I'm going to be talking to one of the people on my team. I'm just making something before I eat. You can sneak in small parts of the business without having to make this big speech about network marketing or anything like that. And one of the girls in when I did the live Zoom training was like, okay, I get really scared about lives. And I said, you know, when I first started, I used to pre-plan what I was going to say in my live. I would write it out and then I would read it to myself, record myself on video, and I would walk around the room recording it because I was so nervous. My husband was laughing at me. And I would record it and I would post my recorded video. And then when I felt like I was, you know, confident enough in what I was saying, I would go live. Normally I would go live after midnight because I was like, everyone's going to be asleep and then I'll feel better about it. So if that's what you have to do to start doing your lives, then find something that works until you build the confidence. What else got asked? So someone asked me, how do you decide what people to give distributor host to post to? And typically if someone doesn't have a lot of friends, say they have like 100, that's super common, you guys. It's really common for people not to have a friends, or they don't post like at all, then I will give them a giveaway host to post. Or if it's a guy, I'll give guys the one about the cash draw. And as far as distributors go, if they're really active on social media and they have a ton of friends, heck yeah, I get them to do a distributor host to post. But other than that, I don't prejudge. I pretty much just, you know, I go through the motions, check their page really, really quick. If they don't have a ton of friends, I'll give them a giveaway. And if I feel like they'd rock it at the business, I'd give them a distributor one. You kind of just have to do it as you go. So I think I answered everyone's questions. There might have been a few more, but I don't remember. The recording wasn't there. You can ask all you'd like. Reach out to me if you'd like info. Check out the comments for scripts. Find what makes you comfortable and just get in action on talking to new people, you guys. Thank you for watching this training, and see you later.